That was so gross.
That. All right, we're keeping it. We're keeping it.
Okay.
Hakuna Matata, everyone, and welcome back to the Pink and Blue podcast.
Welcome back.
This is episode 17.
17.
I don't know. Let's just jump right into it. You know what I mean? Let's just jump right into it. You got the sunglasses? All right, cool.
I do. I got these from my dentist the other day.
Your dentist? They let you keep them?
Yeah. Here. There's a website for my dentist. It might be backwards, but that's okay.
No, it's not.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Anyway, question.
Anywho.
If you were to live in a country in Africa, which one? Go.
Oh, gosh. South Africa.
Why? What do you know about South Africa?
Nothing. It was just the first country I thought. Okay, maybe Egypt? I don't know.
Do you know the capital
Egypt
of South
seems cool.
Africa?
No.
I think it's Cape Town.
I just said no, so you saying I think it's Cape Town is not going to help me figure it out.
I think it's Cape Town. Hold on. I got to Google this. But, I mean, my choice is the same. Either South Africa or Egypt. South Africa.
It is Cape Town.
It is Cape Town. I am smart.
It is Cape Town. You're so smart.
Is Cairo the... You know what? It doesn't matter. Anyway.
I'm pretty sure it is.
Here's why I wouldn't pick Egypt. Because
It's hot.
Egypt, they don't like journalists. Egypt's one of the worst countries. No, but Egypt's one of the worst countries for journalism.
I've actually never heard any news about Egypt. Like, you never see anything about Egypt in the news.
Because they kill all their journalists.
That's cool.
Something like that, anyway.
Some neat stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
So, very similar to Russia and Mexico. And
a lot of other countries.
Other countries.
A copious amount. North Korea. We still hear news about them, though, but
yeah.
They don't really want us to.
I think, like, the U.S. cares more about North Korea than any other country does. Besides, like, maybe South Korea and Japan.
Cares more about North Korea than North America.
That's fair.
Which is where we live.
Yes. Anyway, what's up? I don't really have anything to... I don't...
The only bit of news that I've even looked at in the past, 24 hours is that President Trump's brother died.
Oh, yeah, I just saw that.
And that everyone's being kind of mean about it, I'm going to be honest.
Really?
Yeah. I don't love the guy, but, his brother died. You're really going to be like, you deserved it. That sucks. That's just not the attitude to have when somebody dies.
Yeah.
I know that there are a lot of people who are not fans of President Trump. I'm not really the hugest fan myself, but the guy's brother just died. You're not going to be like, he deserved it. I'm really glad he's gone. It's like, well, okay, well, that's just not. What if someone said that to you?
Not so nice.
Pissed as hell. Are you kidding me? That's not nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, he'd been in the hospital for a while, and I don't actually know. I don't know if it actually says what he died from.
I don't know. Because, I mean, I hate the guy. I think he's really stupid. He kind of deserved it, so.
Well, that wasn't very nice. He had been experiencing brain bleeding in the wake of a serious fall.
That is something that you would die from.
That is something you would not like to have happen.
Right.
Out of all the places that on my body that just produce blood, my brain is not really one of them that I would like to have.
Yeah.
I also love how the related searches say Donald Trump's death, but he is still alive.
He's still good. I mean, maybe the brain bleeding is infectious. I don't know. Mm-hmm. I don't think it is, but you never know.
No, it's not. Not even a bit. Yeah, there's not really I feel like everything's sort of... I don't know about you, but these past 2 weeks have just felt like a lull.
Yeah.
Nothing's going on.
This is old news, but I guess we can talk about it. You hear that Steam, the app that PC players, gamers, use to play video games, that's going to China.
Really?
Yeah. I didn't hear about this until last week, but this is news a month ago.
Okay. I haven't heard about it at all.
Okay, so here's the thing. China doesn't like rights.
That was not the right way to phrase that.
What do you mean?
China does not like rights.
They don't.
I don't know
rights.
if anyone from China watches this, so
You never know. But
maybe.
anyway, gamers in China that want to use Steam, they just use a VPN right now. But in the future,
they allow VPNs, but they don't allow Steam.
I mean, you don't really have to allow VPNs. It's going to happen regardless. But
true.
But Steam's going to China. Here's the thing: every game that goes through Steam China needs to be approved by the government.
They're gonna get like 3 games.
Here's the thing: games that go through the Chinese government, they usually take 3 years to get approved, which is a very long time.
Yeah,
to say the least.
Sorta is.
So, there's going to be no games over there, essentially, and people are just going to keep using VPNs.
Good luck, Steam China.
Yeah. I don't know. I thought that was interesting.
No, that is interesting. I just find it strange that they're actually letting it happen.
But yeah, Steam has to, or Valve rather, I guess, has to comply with all these different things. Like to sign up for Steam China, you need to be like registered with the government. You need to give like a driver's license and stuff like that, or like an ID. Wow.
That's kind of
bunch of stuff.
Yeah, that's kind of extreme.
So
all I had to do was put in my email and my credit card if I wanted to buy anything.
That's what most people did.
Yeah, and that was it. That was the whole thing.
That was it. Yeah.
Poor Chinese Steam users.
China.
Bless them.
I stand with Hong Kong.
Don't we all?
Does that?
Well, I mean, I guess some people don't.
Does it still say that on Omegle? When you go in, I stand with Hong Kong.
I'm checking right now.
Okay.
I'm checking right now. I guarantee you I'm going to open up a chat and it's going to say... Yep, yeah, it still says stand with Hong Kong.
It still says stand with Hong Kong.
It literally on their homepage says public service announcements. I don't know how to say that. Xi Jinping sure looks like Winnie the Pooh. Stand with Hong Kong. I was like,
okay.
Respect.
All right, Omegle. I forgot that was there too.
It's on their homepage. There's like literally a picture of the American flag and it just says stand with Hong Kong.
Yeah. They're still doing protests even through all this pandemic stuff.
Really?
Yeah, no, it's been going on.
Oh my god. Well, actually, I knew that. I don't know why I'm reeling. Give me 1 second. My 10-year-old cousin, Ben, love him. He's a sweetie. He tried to FaceTime me this morning. He wanted to play Fortnite.
Yeah.
And I would just like you to look. Well, actually, I don't know if I don't want people to see my context. But he FaceTimed me a total. Wait for it.
Yeah.
I said, I can't talk right now. And he FaceTimed me a total of 27 times before he stopped.
Only 27.
Only 27?
Only 27.
Okay, yeah. It was a good time, though. I had a great time.
Yeah. Like, okay. So if you're sitting here, right, let's think like a 10-year-old. If you're sitting there and you want your best bud cousin to play Fortnite with you.
We haven't talked in like 4 months. He just randomly FaceTimed me.
And you FaceTime, and then they don't pick up, and then you send a text that says, hey, I can't talk right now. Normally, you would think, okay.
Oh, okay, he can't talk right now.
But instead...
Not Ben, no.
Instead, he proceeds to FaceTime you 27 more times. Mm-hmm. Did you have your phone on Do Not Disturb, so it just went to...
No, it just kept going.
Okay.
I didn't have it on Do Not Disturb.
All right.
I didn't even have time. Literally, I would press the hang up button, go to try to touch it, and he would just call me again immediately. So I couldn't even press it.
That's awesome.
I love him so much, but dude, please. If I say I can't talk right now, it means that I can't talk right now.
Yeah.
Oh my god. It happened at work once too. My boss is like, "Whose phone is that?" And I was like, that would be B, ma'am. Thank you. Yeah, interesting stuff.
You don't turn your phone off when you go to work?
No, I do, but like it still buzzes in my pocket.
Turn it off. What? That's.
What if my mom calls me?
Has she though?
Yeah.
Okay. Well.
Sometimes my mom calls me, and it's
honey, I need
it's
you
only
to come
if
down
she
and
calls
fold
me
the
at
laundry.
work. One time she called me and said, "Where are you? I haven't seen you in 3 hours." And I was like, "I'm at work." And she was like, "Oh, okay." I was like, all right, cool, love you too, Mom.
Right, that's great.
It happens way more often than I would like to admit. She's like, where are you? I haven't seen you in a while. And I'm like, I'm at work.
You gotta put
I'm
like
at
a
the local
calendar on the fridge and then just mark off the
Oh, I
time.
do. I screenshot my schedule and send it to her.
And she's still okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
It's okay. I love her. She's the best.
Yeah.
More quick news before we move on to something else. We didn't talk about this in the last episode because I don't think it had happened yet. But our good old pal Joe Biden has finally picked his vice president.
All right. Don't call him our good old pal. We do not like Joe Biden.
I don't like him. I don't like him, and I don't like Trump. It's a good thing I can't vote because even if I could, I don't know if I would.
But do you like Kamala Harris?
I don't.
Okay.
I don't dislike her.
Go ahead.
I don't dislike her, but I feel like obviously like he didn't pick Kamala Harris. It was just like the Democratic Party was like
we're gonna need to balance this out.
Yeah. Like I'm sure she'll do a great job if Joe is, he's getting up there. But it feels like obviously it's like it just wasn't his pick.
Yeah.
Which I don't know. Not that the entire point of politics is to be like transparent or anything. It's not like, you're supposed to represent the people who are voting for you or anything like that.
No famous person is transparent. Let's be real here. No. Not even in the slightest.
Sorry about that.
Bless you.
Thank you. I don't know what it is. My allergies within the past 2 weeks have just been like...
Really?
Piling on, yeah. I think it's the rain.
What do you mean?
And I used to think that
it hasn't rained in like...
It's raining right now.
I know it's raining right now, but...
Well, I mean, I guess for today. Like, sometimes when it rains, my allergies get bad because the air gets... I don't know.
Okay. I do this thing now. Every time it rains, I tweet it's raining.
I guess I'll have to check. I logged into my Twitter again today for the first time in like
a year?
6 months. Uh-huh.
Yeah. And
one of the first things in my Twitter feed was no. I think actually I saw one of your tweets.
Well, my tweets are the best, so that makes sense.
That is true.
Everyone should follow me
Let's
on
see.
Twitter.
Which one was it?
Hank_Boomerang on Twitter. Thank you.
What's happening? Nope, that's still my number. Let's see. What has Jackson tweeted recently? It's raining again.
A lot of things. It's raining again.
It's raining again.
There you go.
Holy frick. Free Bavarian style door. Yes, JonTron, that's right.
What?
Elon Musk just tweeted that people should trash him on Wikipedia.
Yeah, I saw that.
And that we also have to pass the great filter.
Yes.
Which I think is kind of cool. If we did that, that would be nice. But
can you explain what the great filter is for our audience at home?
Oh, would you like me to?
Yes.
I don't know if I'm fully knowledgeable enough, but the great filter...
We're not knowledgeable about anything.
Okay, well... I'm going to look this up just to make sure I'm talking about the right thing.
Okay.
Okay, here we go.
Here we go.
So you have to know two things. You have to know what the Fermi paradox is, which is... I'm telling you, this is a whole thing.
Okay.
Whole thing. It's an interesting topic, though. This shit is cool.
No, let's talk about it. This is why...
So the Fermi paradox, which is named after... it doesn't matter who it's named after. His name is Enrico Fermi. He discovered this. Is the contradiction between the lack of evidence that there's like actual alien life out there. Like we haven't found any proof that aliens exist, but yet there's still a very high likelihood that they do.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the paradox. That there's like, like they probably exist, but like we have absolutely no clue if they do or not. So it's like they're clashing together.
Right.
So, and then the other thing I know off the top of my head, so I can say that. But the great filter is in the context of the Fermi paradox, which is, what we just talked about. Is whatever prevents non-living things from... Nope, that doesn't make any sense.
Nope, living things.
Yes. This definition might just be wrong.
Essentially.
The great filter is essentially this, theory...
Okay.
That, once you get to a certain point of civilization, there's supposed to be, a filter that just, snuffs you out.
Yeah.
There will be some sort of universal force that you can't get bigger as a civilization beyond a certain point for some reason. Right. That's why, oh my God, please stop FaceTiming me. That's why we haven't found any alien life because they've been eliminated by the Great Filter.
And we have to get past some point. We have to make some progress to be able to...
Well, that's the thing. Humans are the only species that have been able to find ways of not necessarily cheating death, but like expanding
life.
Their life, I guess.
Yeah.
Like, we've discovered medicine, we've discovered space travel and stuff like that, and no other species has done that, as far as we know. But no other species on Earth, how about that, has the intellectual capacity in order to do those things.
Except for squids. Squids are pretty scary. They can open jars from the inside. Can you do that?
Oh, shit. To be fair, no. I don't think I could open a jar from the inside.
Have you tried?
I have not.
There we go.
Am I a squid? Am I a kid? Splatoon.
Nope.
Great game. But yeah, we should do you want to just talk about that now? The Fermi Paradox and like the Great Filter and space and all that is like so cool.
It's pretty cool, yeah.
It's some cool stuff. And there's a lot of Kurzgesagt videos on it too.
How do you pronounce that channel? I love that channel, but I don't know how to pronounce it.
Kurzgesagt.
Never mind. Anyway.
It's okay. Oh god. But there's like so many like different theories and things that have to do with that and like why we haven't found any aliens left or yet, but that people are still like, yeah, I mean they exist for sure. Like they have to. Like we exist. Like the probability of us being the only intelligent life in like the universe is very low.
Very
and yet
small.
still we haven't found any evidence that anyone else exists.
Right.
And then there's this thing called the Kardashev scale. Or wait, I think I'm pronouncing that wrong. Let's see. The Kardashev scale. It's the Kardashev scale.
Okay.
Which is, it's a scale from 1 to, I believe, 5, I think.
I think so, yeah.
I'll check on that. I think it's 1 to 5. But, so a level 1 civilization can harvest all the resources from their planet. A level 2, I'm going to look this up just to make sure.
We haven't even gotten level 1 yet.
No, we haven't.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So that's what I think is crazy about it, because does that mean that there are other civilizations, somewhere else in the universe up there that have figured that out and we're just like not intelligent enough for them to be like, yeah, we won't attempt to communicate with them.
Is level 5 like being able to know every outcome of a game of chess or something? Like,
no. So it's a scale from 1 to 5. I don't even know why I know this.
Okay.
It's totally cool. Useful information. Didn't learn this from school, just so you know. So
this is all one of those stupid YouTube binge sessions that we've all gone down.
Of course. But so level 1 civilization, whatever you want to call it, can harvest all the resources from their planet. A level 2 society can harvest all their resources from, I want to say, it's either multiple planets or from the central star in their solar system.
Okay.
A level 3 can harvest energy from multiple stars. So like an entire galaxy.
Yeah.
No, okay, sorry. I had this wrong. Level 1, whole planet. Level 2, multiple planets. Level 3, star. Level 4, multiple stars. Level 5 is a galaxy. And that's the scale. And then, past number 5, there's something called an Omega civilization.
Oh my god.
Which can harvest... Right, yeah, I know. There's a lot.
Prestige,
which can harvest all of the energy from multiple galaxies.
So we can just call that level 6, right?
That's just not what it's called, though. I didn't make the scale, okay?
Okay. You didn't?
I just know that it exists. No, I know, right?
That's crazy.
I made that up right now.
You ever see those videos on YouTube where it's like the simulations, or I forget what the game is called, but there's that one game where it's like you simulate like worlds or galaxy simulator or something.
Sims.
Not The Sims, no. Different game.
The Sims 4.
No, but there's a game that like you can simulate what happens if you put planets and stars in different formations and stuff like that, and you can just like drop black holes in the middle of our solar system and see what happens. Fun stuff like that.
That's cool.
That stuff's
I don't know
always
what it's
interesting.
called.
I don't know either, but someone knows what we're talking about. You can look it up.
Mm-hmm.
You have
I think it's just interesting, like, the possibilities of, like, we're limited by, the amount of energy I guess we could harvest, which I don't necessarily know if it's true, but you need power to. Sorry, this is on my screen. You need power to power things.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the amount of technology or the amount of technological advancement that we could make if we had if we learned how to harvest the sun like in its entirety, I guess successfully, not just like solar panels, but if like we built like a Dyson sphere or something around it, we could build so much cool shit.
Yeah.
But we're not going to be there for like
a long time.
Actually, we might all die this year, looking based on how it's going. But if we don't, it'll take us like another 1,000, 2,000 years.
Yeah.
Probably we're not even longer.
Become, Let's be real.
Probably longer. We're not even going to become like a level 1, like utilizing all the resources of our planet for like another 200-300 years.
Something like building a Dyson sphere, basically like a bunch of solar panels surrounding the sun.
Yeah, it's an instrument used to harvest energy from the sun.
Yeah. I don't think we'll be able to accomplish something that huge until we find world peace, and that's just not going to happen.
Oh, never mind. We're fucked.
No, we're done. That's it.
Oh, never mind.
But what do you think about mining asteroids? Because I feel like that's a very real possibility in our lifetime.
Oh, for sure.
The start of it, at least.
Mm-hmm.
What are your thoughts?
I think that could be especially because every country has their own individualized space programs. So that doesn't necessarily need to be all of us coming together as a planet and being we need to build a Dyson sphere. It's more all right, well, we need more of this material. Let's go into space. And one country can decide that.
Yeah.
I feel like it's more realistic.
I think it was Neil deGrasse Tyson who said the first trillionaire is going to be the guy who figures out how to mine an asteroid and then just dilute the entire world market with titanium or something.
Yeah.
Or diamonds.
Be whoosh. Dude, that's what we should do.
Dilute the market?
So easy. No. We should learn how to mine asteroids.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. That was the plan?
But that's the thing. As soon as you mine an asteroid and you dilute the entire market, no one can mine titanium again because there's no point. We just have a lot of it now.
Yeah.
And that's it.
I think it's going to be a weird thing to see how the economy shifts too, because I feel obviously the economy needs to exist, but if we're working on more of if we find world peace and a planetary union and we're actually working on furthering the entirety of our society instead of just one specific country, we're not going to worry about being in debt to each other.
Yeah.
Because we'll all be one nation.
One entity.
So the economy is going to be way different. And until we find, another possible, multiplanetary society or something like that, we're not going to really not necessarily need to have an economy, because obviously it needs to exist. But, it's going to be weird. Not that we'll be alive long enough to know what it looks like.
Yeah, because, countries won't be, competing for oil,
Exactly.
And the price of oil won't change that
Everyone
much.
will have it.
Yeah.
Because we're all one group.
Right. But there will still be things like supermarkets and stuff where the prices will change.
Mm-hmm. But that's what I mean, though. Do they need to? Is it just at that point where we, obviously, it makes no sense for everything to be free, but we're not competing with anyone else.
Right.
It's an interesting thought.
Yeah. No, I see where you're going, but...
You know what I mean? It's not like we need to have an economy, but the possible thought of not having one is way stranger.
It's very weird.
What would be in place of that?
Yeah. I don't know.
That's gonna be a long time until we do that, though.
Yes, it's not in our lifetime.
No,
couple hundred, couple thousand years.
I think our generation is pretty. We'll set the ball rolling, though.
I don't know. Here's the thing with our generation: half of us are really stupid. The other half is pretty smart, But
That's true.
does it even out, or do we tip the scales? You know what I'm saying?
I mean more for the fact that, like, we don't really care.
What do you mean?
About a lot of things that previously divided us. Like, I feel like our generation is way less, you know, like, racist and sexist and, you know, like, misogynistic, and we're like, oh, the patriarchy. Like, that. Not that it isn't apparent at all, but way less so. Like, we're looking at history and being like, man, that was so wrong. Why did we ever do that?
Yeah.
And we're looking at stuff that our parents do, and we're like, that's not right either. Like, what? And we're trying to, not that we can do anything yet, because all of us are, like, early 20s at most. So we can't be in any positions of power. But, like, I'm really interested to see what the world will look like in, like, 30 years.
Yeah. And hopefully we'll be alive to see it.
Hopefully, yeah.
But, you know, this is the way this year's going. I don't know.
I actually, like, saw this the other day, and now that I was, like, we're talking about global events and whatever. Mm-hmm. But the bubonic plague still exists.
Yeah.
And in China, at least. And there's this guy in his 20s, I guess, who was visiting China, and he came back to the U.S., and he died.
From the bubonic plague.
From the bubonic plague.
Yeah.
Which is, fun fact, way deadlier than the coronavirus. Okay, there's only 1 to 17 cases of the plague every year.
Yeah.
But for some reason, I remember, like, seeing something the other day that they were like, bubonic plague on the rise in China. And I was like, oh, you gotta be kidding me. I was like, really? That's gonna be, like, August?
You know, in the Bible...
That's gonna be September?
In the Bible, all those people get leprosy, and Jesus goes and heals them and stuff like that. Leprosy is an actual disease. And that still exists. You can get it from armadillos. Fun fact.
Ah. Well, just remind me to never go near an armadillo again.
Isn't that crazy, though? Like, armadillos, you would think something maybe more dangerous? I don't know. Like...
They have those, like, weird shells.
Like one of those really weird plate-sized bugs in Australia or something.
Dude, let's not talk about those.
Like a giant dragonfly or something.
I love the people from Australia. I have cousins there, and they're wonderful, but I could never live there.
Why not?
If I'm walking down the street and I see a spider the size of a plate, I'm moving.
And you see a didgeridoo?
Goodbye. I see some dude going, wah, 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 and I'm like, all right, I'm out. Sorry,
you see
that was
some
enough
rabid
for me.
dogs.
No, they're fine.
Some kangaroos.
If I saw a kangaroo, I'd be sold.
On living in Australia?
I'd never move.
You'd live in Australia if you were surrounded by kangaroos.
Well, maybe not. That sounds more like a gang activity going on there.
I was gonna say like a fight club.
They're gonna like kickbox me to death. I don't really want that. Australia is a cool place though. It's really pretty, but they have some interesting wildlife, like the black mamba.
What's that?
It's a snake.
Oh,
and it's super fast.
I was thinking spider, but that's black widow.
It bites you. No, and they bite, and it hurts a lot.
Do you know we have black widows in here in Ohio?
Yeah.
I didn't know that until a while ago, because I was like...
That's not good. You should probably be informed.
This is probably a good thing to know. I was thinking like about spiders. I don't remember why, but I was like, I thought the brown recluse was the most dangerous spider in Ohio, and I looked it up, and I was like, oh, there's black widows here too. That's good to know.
That's cool.
I've never
I hope I
seen
run into one of those.
But, you know,
I haven't either. But they do exist.
I haven't seen a brown recluse either.
Aren't they? They're pretty big, aren't they?
I think so.
I hope not, but...
I wouldn't know. I haven't seen one.
Well, as far as you know. I don't know what it is about spiders that, like, everyone just hates, because I hate them, too.
Well, they're weird. I think they're so unlike everything else.
They're like...
Bears are big and scary, right? But they at least have, like, not dog-like proportions, but normal, average animal
they got four legs
proportions.
and fur and, like...
And a tail.
A nose and whatever.
Yeah.
Spiders look, like, really alien-y.
Mm-hmm.
And there are even some bugs that I'm like, they're fine. But, like, spiders, I think it's the legs. It's gotta be. Just the... Like, I don't like all the legs moving.
Yeah.
It's the same reason, like, I don't mind, like, centipedes, but, like, you know in movies when they have, like lanky-ass, like, millipedes crawling everywhere? And
yeah.
Can't do those. I think it's gotta be the legs.
It's just
I don't
the
know why
more
they just
legs
freak me
something
out.
has, the scarier it is.
Mm-hmm.
Fun fact, actually, centipedes, obviously centi, 100, right? 100 legs.
Yeah.
Centipedes, on average, have 100 legs, but no centipede has exactly 100 legs. They always
Really?
have more or less, yeah.
That's so weird.
The centipedes are split up into like segments, right? Like caterpillars.
Yeah.
And each segment has 2 legs, but centipedes never appear in an even amount of segments.
Oh. That's interesting.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
So it's impossible for them to have 100 legs.
Learn something new every day.
You do.
I talked about the Kardashev scale, and you talked about centipedes.
And I talked about centipedes. My knowledge
I liked it.
is very
I didn't know
expansive.
anything about. I don't know anything about centipedes, so.
There's a
There you
lot
go.
of them in my school.
I didn't know if I wanted to know that.
In freshman year, I took an art class that was during first period, and it was in like the very attic. Not the attic, but very close to the attic of the school.
I don't
and
like
there were
the
a
word
lot of
attic.
centipedes up there.
Have you ever seen that video of that like 9-year-old girl who collects cockroaches?
No. I don't want
When
to
I
see
tell
it,
you-
though.
When I tell
maybe
you
I
that
have.
I really hope you haven't for your own sake. But like, she pulls up her bed sheet and there's just like hundreds of them like
There's just
crawling around,
cockroaches.
and she lays down on them, and I'm like, ugh! Like, dude, I just can't. That's so gross.
Yeah.
Like having them all crawl around. Like, I don't even mind cockroaches. Like, if I saw one as opposed to like a centipede, I'd be like, all right, it's a little weird, but I can deal with it. But you slap a centipede in there, and I'm like, ugh.
Here's the thing. I feel like, so it's like if I see a centipede, I kill it, right? No big deal.
Yeah, right.
I get rid of it. I dispose of it properly. Put it in a radioactive bag and seal it off.
Right. Yeah, of course.
But if I see a cockroach, I feel like that just means more bad news. You know, because cockroaches generally mean A, more cockroaches, or B, a lot more other stuff that you don't want.
Yeah, no. Something's like dead or something, and they're
Yeah.
just crawling around.
Not good.
What do you think the centipedes at Chernobyl look like?
I don't think anything lives in Chernobyl. I think everything in Chernobyl is dead.
Well, maybe now, but after the blast. Ooh, ew. Imagine some centipede, but it's just like 2 heads.
No.
I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is about bugs that I don't like. Some of them I don't even mind, but like centipedes and spiders just can't do.
That'd be an interesting trip going to Chernobyl.
I'd rather not.
Why not? That's a once-in-a-lifetime
I'd-
experience.
Yeah, right, because then you'll get radiation
Because then
poisoning.
you'll die.
Once in a lifetime.
I'd go
Yeah, let's
if I
maybe-
had the opportunity.
No. I would not.
I think it'd be fun.
Okay. All right. Well,
Let me rephrase that. I think it'd be interesting.
I do think it would be interesting for sure, but I don't know if I'd want to. No.
You know how they built, like after the accident, they built that giant, I think they call it like the metal coffin or whatever, around the factory. So it's like they try to contain the contamination.
The radiation, yeah.
Yeah. Well, that one broke down after like 50 years or whatever, and they had to
It
build
broke down
another
actually
bigger
within,
one.
within 15 seconds. Just that's so freaky. Radiation is scary stuff. I wish I knew more about that. Actually, radiation's really interesting.
Yeah, we don't know a lot about it. We don't know why it
Causes
decays.
cancer. I know that. But you want to know who I bet does know how it decays?
Who?
A level 5 civilization on the Kardashev scale.
We're bringing it full circle.
Bringing it full circle, baby.
Well, you know what? If we're bringing it full circle, here's something I want to talk about.
Let's hear it.
What do you think about parents putting their kids
Terrible.
online? I mean, like, so let me present this idea. This
Do you mean for
general
school
idea
or
that I
in
have.
general?
No, I mean in general. So, like, you know, let's say your mom, right? A millennial mom has a baby, and they put their child on Instagram, and now,
Oh. Mm-mm.
yeah. You know, you see where I'm going with this, but your child.
I thought you meant for like school in the fall.
No. And now that person is online forever and they had no say in it whatsoever. And their entire privacy could be completely compromised.
Yeah. I think you can totally take pictures of your kids when they're little and whatever, but like keep them for like scrapbooks and shit. Don't like post them on your Instagram.
Right.
I think, I don't know. I think it's weird.
There have been a number, maybe not a number, but a couple court cases that I've seen where it's like the child sues their parents for putting their pictures on like Facebook and stuff because they were minors and they didn't ask for permission. And then the kids win.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, that's good, I guess, if they want to keep their privacy protected, but like it's such a weird concept.
Right. It's a very new concept too. I mean, this is really something that is only happening with our generation. We're the first ones that's really happening with. Mm-hmm. But I do think that is a little
weird, though. Because, I mean, literally on the internet, anyone can see it.
Right, and on YouTube, you have all these family channels, which is...
I hate those.
I hate
YouTube
a whole corner of the internet.
Those kids are going to look back and be like, every single one of them.
Imagine being one of those kids, you know what I mean?
It's terrible. It's got to be so bad for your mental health.
Yeah. I can't even imagine.
Everyone can see almost your entire childhood at any point online.
And it's like nothing you do is secret anymore.
I feel like it's not even worth it to
be... gets a gajillion views.
Yeah. I feel like it's not even worth it to be famous anymore. Because everyone just knows everything about you.
Yeah.
You have absolutely no privacy at all. I don't remember who it was. Someone was talking about it the other day. But, like Justin Bieber.
Yeah.
He became famous when he was like 15.
Uh-huh.
Literally like half of his entire childhood has just been like online.
Right.
You can learn pretty much anything about Justin Bieber. And like that sucks, dude. I would hate if that was me.
I think I mentioned, I don't know if we talked about this on or off the podcast, but you remember when Justin Bieber went to the Anne Frank house?
Uh-huh.
And he said
this is not what I was
Frank
expecting
would have
to
been
segue.
A believer.
Uh-huh.
That's great.
I feel like maybe we did talk about this on the podcast. I don't know.
I think it was offline, but...
I hope not, but here it is now.
Here it is now.
He's said some interesting things, hasn't he? And again, they're all online.
Yeah.
What's like, I mean, I don't know. And again, that leads into like cancel culture and stuff, and I'm like, I hate that.
Yeah.
Like, people say stupid shit. You say stupid shit, I'm sure. I say stupid shit. Everyone says stupid shit. It's not like, oh, well, this person's famous and they said stupid shit. And I would never say something like that, so they should be canceled.
Right.
Like, everyone makes mistakes. It's inevitable. It happens all the time.
Yeah.
No one's perfect. Yeah. I mean, unless it's like something really bad. Like, I'm not saying like, you know, Kevin Spacey was like a great dude. No one said that. It's like, oh, he was a pedophile? Oh, well, you know, we'll forgive him. So, no.
We're not saying Tom Cruise is a good guy, but like, you know.
What did Tom Cruise do?
He's Scientology.
Oh, right.
Yeah. We don't really like those guys.
Damn, that's really unfortunate.
Here's a question.
I forgot about that.
Do you remember the Jehovah's Witness people?
Yes.
Do you still get knocks on your door from them? Because I haven't in maybe a couple years.
I never have.
You never have?
Never.
I've gotten, I think, 3 or 4 in my lifetime. But recently, I haven't gotten any. I mean, this year makes sense, right? But like the previous 2 years, I don't think I got one. And I used to get, you know, a couple.
Do you think they just changed neighborhoods, or do you think that there's a reason behind that?
I think that they think that I'm gay, and Jehovah doesn't like the gays.
That's it, for sure.
There's this promo video.
They were like, oh, he has nice hair. He's gay.
There's this promo video for Jehovah's Witness, and the phrasing they use is hilarious. Like, one of the lines is just like, Jehovah doesn't support the gays, or whatever. And I just think that's really funny.
I'm going to be honest, I do not know anything about the Jehovah's Witness religion.
I don't either.
Like, who is Jehovah? And what did everyone witness him do?
God.
Jehovah is God.
I think so. Or it's like Jesus or something. I don't know.
Okay.
Should we take a deep dive into?
Let's take a deep dive. I have no idea what.
I'm just gonna Google Jehovah's Witness.
But it says Christian, so like, does that mean that like
they're non-Trinitarian, so they don't believe in Jesus, God, Holy Spirit as one being?
I just clicked on their official website, and the first thing that comes up is God responsible for the COVID-19 pandemic? The Bible's answer may surprise you.
The group reports a worldwide membership of 8.68 million people.
That's too many.
That's
too many.
Too many.
It's like Scientology. It's like
Jehovah's Witnesses are best known for their door-to-door preaching, distributing literature such as The Watchtower and Awake with an exclamation point, and for refusing military service and blood transfusions. They consider the use of God's name vital for proper worship, and they reject Trinitarianism, inherent immortality of the soul. Yeah.
They really don't do blood transfusions.
They do not.
That's the thing that it says.
That's what the Wikipedia says.
All right.
They do not observe Christmas, Easter, birthdays, or other holidays and customs they consider to have pagan origins, incompatible with Christianity. They're weird. That's my conclusion. I don't know. What have you learned?
So I'm reading the Scientology website right now, and it says, what is Scientology? It says, developed by L. Ron Hubbard, Scientology is a religion that offers a precise path leading to a complete and certain understanding of one's true spiritual nature and one's relationship to self, family, groups, mankind, all life forms, the material universe, the spiritual universe, and the supreme being.
Yes.
Let's see. The supreme being is... Oh, gosh. I don't even, that doesn't make any sense. Never mind. Okay. Scientology addresses the spirit, not the body or mind, and believes that man is far more than a product of his environment or his genes.
All right, can we talk about Pastafarianism instead?
Sure. Why not?
Don't you know someone who's like a preacher for Pastafarianism?
I do. My friend's aunt is a priest of the Pastafarian church, and she only did it so that she could marry someone.
Should we explain if people don't know what this is?
Oh, what do you mean? Pastafarianism is the most practiced religion in the world.
That's not true.
I'm actually really curious to see how many official members they have. Now I want to know.
I don't know, but while you do that, I'll explain. Basically, there's this thing called the Flying Spaghetti Monster that we that we believe is the god of this world.
He is the deity of this world.
The deity of this world. And we obey him at all costs, and we wear what are the hats that they wear called? Colanders?
Sure. They're not hats though. Colanders are not hats.
But
do you want me to read off the Wikipedia page?
Yeah, read off the Wikipedia page.
So the Flying Spaghetti Monster, the FSM, of course, is the
deity
of the Church of the Flying Spaghetti Monster, or Pastafarianism. Pastafarianism is a social movement that promotes a lighthearted view of religion and opposes the teaching of intelligent design and creationism in public schools. According to Inheritance, Pastafarianism is a real, legitimate religion as much as any other. It's actually put in quotes on the Wikipedia page. It says real, legitimate religion.
I feel like if you have to say that your religion is a real, legitimate religion, it is probably
I feel like
not.
A lot of religions have to say that.
Yeah.
People are like, yeah, Christianity's real. It's as real as Pastafarianism.
Right.
Oh, gosh. It's actually so funny. The Flying Spaghetti Monster was first described in a satirical open letter written by Bobby Henderson in 2005 to protest the Kansas State Board of Education to permit teaching intelligent design as an alternative to evolution in public school science classes.
I like how they say that the book is satirical and then people
believe it
as true.
No, I mean, it literally is a joke.
Yeah. No, it is.
Technically speaking. Like, people believe it, but, like, in an ironic way.
Yeah.
And I love that it was also technically founded in 2005. Like, this thing has existed for 15 years.
And it is the one true religion.
Yeah.
More than any others that have been around for thousands.
I love the symbol of the Flying Spaghetti Monster, too. Because you know how, like, the Christianity symbol is like
I
a
gotta
fish?
look this up. Yeah.
You know how it's a fish? It literally looks like the same oval as the fish, except it has like 2 eyes sticking out and like they're on stalks, and it has like 6 little spaghetti legs. It sort of looks more like a crab. Let me screen share actually.
No. I'll just. Oh, there it is.
No, but I would love the viewers at home to be able to see this.
All right.
All right, so this is that.
Yeah.
Here's the symbol of the flying spaghetti monster. Uh-oh. There we go.
It's
you see
so
that?
Funny.
Look at how cute it is.
It's just a crab, dude.
It looks like a crab. Like, tell me I'm wrong. That looks exactly like a crab.
No, you're not wrong. You're not. It's definitely a crab.
Yeah. You know, actually, really all that I want, before we fully move on from this, all I want is for the bubonic plague to come back this year. If the universe is listening, I hope they heard that.
If one of the gods that we just talked about is
If
listening...
if the flying spaghetti monster is listening, I want you to put my ballot in for the bubonic plague.
Yeah.
That's what I want the disaster of September to be.
The disaster of September.
I take that back. What do I want it to be?
The great tragedy of September 2020.
Dude, I love how also we're going through a coin shortage right now.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if you knew that, but...
I did.
Yeah. My friend was talking about it at work the other day. He was like, yeah, we might go into like another depression. I was like, dude, this year cannot get worse. You can't say that. Don't say that. Like, we're going to go into another economic recession. Like, stop.
We do not need that.
We really don't. We're doing so bad.
I mean, theoretically speaking, the coin shortage could be a good thing. This could be our chance to get rid of coins. And I think getting rid of coins
Me
would
and
be
the
a good
homies
thing.
hate coins.
No, but like, I think coins are stupid. I think they're really dumb. It's
I
a
agree.
waste of
I
time.
hate change. It's so stupid.
Specifically pennies, because it takes more money to
It takes more money to manufacture
make
a penny
than it's worth.
I wonder what the net loss of money is every year spent on making pennies.
It's a lot. It's a lot. You know, they still make dollar coins too.
$46 million every year we lose on making fucking pennies.
Yeah.
Pennies!
And let's be real, every time you get a penny, you want to get rid of them as quickly as possible.
Of course. It's 1 cent.
I have a jar of pennies over here, and I haven't touched them in a while ago. I can't burn coins.
Technically, if you burned all the pennies, it would make every other penny worth a little bit more.
This is true, but, I mean, theoretically, yes. In practice, no.
Yeah.
But.
Oh, gosh. So, okay, actually, I'm really curious to see what the Bible says about pandemics, because the Jehovah's Witnesses website.
Go on.
Here we go. So, I'm looking at the Jehovah's Witness website right now, so watch out. This is getting intense.
Okay.
What does the Bible say about pandemics? The Bible's answer. The Bible foretold pestilences, widespread diseases, including pandemics, would occur during the last days. Such pandemics are not divine retribution or punishment from God. In fact, by means of his kingdom, God will soon put an end to all health problems, including pandemics. Okay. Well, that's good to hear, because I am damn tired of this one.
That's great.
That's great. I'm really glad to hear that my guy, God, up there is just going to whoosh.
When's Jehovah going to turn up? We need him.
Yeah, dude.
To just put out the pandemic.
Yeah, I'm going to look, what does Jehovah look like?
Do you think Jehovah believes that masks take away our right to breathe?
I really hope not. There are no pictures of Jehovah.
Drat.
Who even witnessed him? They should know what he looks like.
Right.
Right? They witnessed him. Shouldn't they know? Disappointing.
I hate religion.
I don't want to say me too, because like I think that it can be a good thing for some people, but like it is very easily exploitable. Like those preachers who like live in $1 million mansions and have like private jets, and they're like, yeah, it's so I can be closer to God. I'm like, well,
the jet gets me closer up there, boys.
I don't have to sit in the tube with the demons. Have you seen that clip?
Yeah.
I was like, dude, he was like, I don't ride on public transport because all the demons there are getting me away from the Lord. I was like, dude, shut the fuck up.
And there's also this one guy that keeps offering me cocaine, and he really annoys me.
That's the devil.
Could be.
Could be. God, he's so annoying. I don't even remember what his name is.
So you're a cocaine dealer?
Dude. No. What?
It's Jerome.
No. What the Oh, here it is. It's for sure Kenneth Copeland. That's got to be it. His net worth. I'm looking this up just to make sure it's him. This is the dude I was talking about, I think. Yep, here he is. Dude, this guy's terrifying also.
Is he?
We got a quick screen share in here.
Okay. Oh, he does look terrifying. He looks like Voldemort.
Look at this dude.
How much is he worth?
$760 million. Look at that face.
That's great.
What a beaut. Look at him.
That's amazing.
I hate this man so much. Like, look at that. How do you look at him and you're like, yeah, you know what? He believes in God. I trust this guy.
You know what? He believes in God, you know?
He's a man of God. Look at him.
Yeah.
Look at this guy.
He's nice. He's great.
He is terrifying. He's one of the scariest people I've ever seen.
Okay.
Yeah. Kenneth Copeland for you, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh.
You doing all right?
Yeah, I'm tired.
Yeah, me too.
And it's 3 in the afternoon.
Which is funny because I actually slept last night. I haven't been sleeping well for the past 2 weeks.
Well, maybe you should get on that.
No, I slept really well last night. I slept really well the night before that, but...
So you're fine. That makes up for it.
I'm fine. Yeah, pretty much. Sleep is also another weird thing. What was that?
You want to talk about it?
No. I just think it's a very individualized experience. Like, some people genetically need...
I was going to say sleep with other people, but never mind.
Do you sleep with other people?
No.
I don't sleep with other people. Okay, cool. Just checking.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure. I mean, there are, other people in my house. Whose room is above me? I think my mom's.
Uh-huh.
So if I just start pounding away on the ceiling, she'll be like, Henry, shut up.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I sleep alone. But, I mean, some people need, 6 hours of sleep. Some people need 8 hours of sleep. Some people need 10 hours of sleep. I know that health experts recommend that you get 8, but, some people need 6.
That's just not going to happen. That's just...
Yeah. You're in high school? You need 8 hours of sleep?
Interesting.
Still, one of my favorite memes is just health experts recommend that students need 6 to 8 hours of sleep, and that's 6-8, so they do 6 minus 8 equals -2. They're like, all right, that's enough. I was like, that
sounds
makes sense.
Good.
Dude, oh my god. The school system is fucking ridiculous. We got to do something about that.
Yeah.
Please. I don't know if it's just my school. There are so many there are so many bad teachers. There are so many good ones too. Don't get me wrong. Some of my teachers I super, super, super respect and look up to. But I've had some really bad ones too.
Yeah.
This one teacher that made me come in to do a presentation while I had a 103-degree fever. And then I had to stop in the middle of the presentation to cough for literally 30 seconds. And she took points off for my public speaking skills not being perfect. Because I had to stop.
Yeah, we talked about this.
I despise her. Despise.
Good times.
There's also more shit I could talk about her, but I'm not going to because I don't want to ruin her integrity. Yes, I do. I would ruin it if I could, but I don't want to.
I really want to ruin this person's career.
I don't have it in me. I don't have it in me. No, I mean she's not. No, she is. She's pretty bad. But that's okay. Whatever. She'll get what's coming to her, right? Karma exists. Maybe.
Who knows?
Who knows, dude? Well, this entire episode we've just talked about the meaning of life and space and religion.
Can we rip
shit.
on Hinduism next? They believe in karma.
You want to rip on Hinduism?
Yeah.
Do you not think that karma is real?
I don't know.
I want to think that it is, but I know that it's not because if it was, then my life would be a lot better. And if it was, then a lot of other people's lives would be a lot worse.
All I'm saying is I'm a really nice person.
All I'm saying is that I'm really nice and I should get what's coming to me. And some people are really mean and still really rich and happy. So,
right.
Yeah. I don't know. I would like to think that karma exists. I think that you should be nice. I don't think that you should be nice because you'll get something in return. I think that you should just be nice. But also, if everyone thought that you should just be nice, then in return, when you were nice to other people, they would be nice back to you.
I mean, it wouldn't be really in return. It would just be expected at that point.
Yeah. I don't know. I just think that you should try to be a decent human being, regardless of your religious beliefs. Like, people who use their religion to justify, like, yeah, I held that door open for that old man because that's what Jesus would have done. And I was like, well, why don't you just do that anyway?
Why don't you just be a good person?
Yeah, why not? Cool. That would be very neat.
Be interesting. Where it is.
Well, this has been episode... No, just kidding.
We're almost done. We can wrap it up.
You want to?
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning in to episode 17 of the Pink and Blue podcast. I'm Bluetoonz. This is Pink Boomerang. And our socials will be in the description. Feel free to check us out on YouTube, SoundCloud, iTunes, Apple Music. Those are the same thing. And Spotify. Have a nice day.